хотят клуб, блядь. В церкви открыть хотят клуб, блядь. Сука.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Исследуй побережье.
Remarkable. That one already... It's a good thing, too, that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old doom spiral. Upper management to the core.
That's odd. Is she actually impressed?
Aye. We all feel that way sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the protagonist, even in my own life story.
A gush of sadness suddenly washes up.
Anyway, I'd looked near the fish market north of here on the boardwalk. Drunks are drawn to markets for some reason.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the...
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time.
Ну нахуй. А я могу сюда зайти, блядь? Кстати, фонарик. Нихуя нету. Поцелую тебя. Я ебал ты ебал. Смотреть побережье. Ох, я здесь не был, блядь. По-моему. Или был. А, вот что, блядь.
Old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
It's military. A service depot of some sort. Probably something that is no longer there.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also...
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
Да может как-нибудь могу попасть?
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to... You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. End of tone.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre? So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died. Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different. There.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like what? You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not. Calling. Still called again. Someone with a...
Hello, Gerard speaking. What are you, like 5? Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone. Calling. Still.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end. Disconnect tone. Calling.
I'm tired. There is nothing.
The man disappears. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone. Just silent. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying. You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number. Strange. This is not how you started before. You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revershop. 414447 1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a... Yes. 451 67 451. You are going deeper now. into some unknown place, far away from this island of mat. 451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal, an ultra-long distance call. Your ear fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing, calling, the saddest sound, both pitiful and terrifying. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy. The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. Calling. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges.
Hello? No. It's you, isn't it? It's you. You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
Because it's me. Look, I don't understand what you're saying or why you're calling me. You seem drunk. Oh, God. Do you know what time it is? It's so late here. It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours. I'm in Morova, sleeping. To work. The academy, where I work.
No response, only a sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper. What are you doing to yourself right now? You need to stop. Harry, you're killing yourself.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Oh no, please stop. Please, let's just hang up.
She does not answer anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean in the middle of it. A familiar ring, calling. It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her. Calling.
Harry, please.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket.
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging, disconnect tone. You dial the number again, as you've done many times. You remember it well now. 001. Calling. And calling for who knows how long. But no one answers. You need to insert more money. The cold metal is hard, and your knuckles bleed. Takes your mind away from that voice.
That's enough now, officer.
It didn't give you any fun. Your hand is swollen.
Officer, that's enough. Let's return.
It's over. A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter life is garbage.
Белых на крышу можно подняться, блядь.
Hello again.
Our tenant, the policeman. What do you want with a...
That's an excellent question, man.
He probably pawned it for booze and then forgot. Are you getting a reward for it at least? What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry.
In fact, he does.
None of my business either way. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken.
Alice was
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. Have you tried it before?
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Go ahead then, he thinks. He won't be your knock, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
If you say so. Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Of course.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the You see rows of big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set very much, to be honest.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by the typical Martinez streetlight sits.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect 700 real. A bargain, I dare.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation large or...
The light has been removed and rewired. That's 2 transformations. But
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
the light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistent. All the old boomboxes are there, blinking and waiting.
Oh, look. It's the cop.
Блять.
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens. Rare and grit. What a funny little cat. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote too. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up, like an oyster. Come on. You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There, it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost all gone. It tastes like many things, all melting into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slow. Of course, it's just a metaphor. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly, this warmth, it makes you want to share your discovery with Kim.
I'm happy for you.
His glasses turn golden as the fire reflects off the lenses. You feel this man is your brother. Just don't mix it with anything, he thinks, looking you over. Thankfully, his sense of balance seems okay. Wow, Kim's badass. Or he's had a druggy partner. Whoa, look at all these guys go off like fireworks as information pours into you. About the lieutenant's simple remark, I'm happy for you. This stuff, why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You could even operate heavy machinery. Already you can tell you're going to be sloping a lot more pyrrolidon. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a pyrrolidon button. It gives +1.
Looking for something, Aunt?
Right to work! Right! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have...
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man...
I work hard, and I would work even harder if the fuckers would let us work! We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Yeah, I saw your ballerina moves up there. In a real fight, these acrobatics will get you killed faster than a bullet. You caught him off guard. That only happens once. Now he's alert, standing on a narrow bridge, and my men are tired and hungry. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then, charge.
He seems to be following his orders well enough for now. But do not be fooled by the programming. There is a precarious balance inside him, keeping him in check. But it's shaky as hell. And he's...
Hola, Wandering Man. We're negotiating our share. Aye. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they...
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But
no. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Just the way the world works, Boyadero. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a... Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway.
Not you would like to say. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500, that of a noble peasant, or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. No. No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far. A lorry stuck in the traffic. The windows are...
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, you believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also... You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter? Asks Lieutenant McCoy. Uh-huh, replies Torson. The ass on that one. McCoy
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinez before it started. It was like
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties. What?
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that.
Don't let him drink that. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. If you don't, if you question her, harass her.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow. as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions.
Whatever you do not tell him. Calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
I know her.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months. You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her.
Something is off here. His anger is...
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was...
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
What do you think I meant? Yes, yes, and no. Got something to say about it? No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
You don't know her. Good boy.
Okay, this turned out...
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Officer, what was that? It's not nothing. You were coming apart at the seams. Do you know the assault victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Okay, that's manageable. What you're saying is, you raped her?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity.
Then, don't ever say that again. What else? This is unprofessional. Not sharing information with me.
His opinion of you has lowered.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Yes? What is it? What precinct?
Am I from?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Hey, was that...
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Do I have a shaker in my hand?
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a... Am I...
Because he's not a bartender.
Because I'm not a bartender.
What you want is a play it calm. This man needs to understand you need...
Well, you're not getting it!
This is a thoughtful exchange, but can we move on, please?
The door is closed.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come?
Come on up. The door is open.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills. It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid.
Welcome to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young, then toned over several years of self-defense training.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. Right.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
This does not come as good news to him.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer? I can see that you have, officer.
There is the tiniest bit of flattery in there. The way a...
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Oh, I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, no need to dilly-dally. She's tough. You'll sound like a namby-pamby.
Clausier Amandou. I'm 28. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. The record. So official. Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Yeah, I've contaminated it pretty bad. The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The SAD got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door. For me, it's a mix of me. Don't be alarmed, but Mr. Gart implied there's an industrial SAD spill in there. Cool. I think I'm developing a pinch of that too. It hasn't done wonders to my taste in interior decoration. Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachon. But no, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there. Okay. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Is it? It is evening. Time flies, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means...
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the...
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
We partied. With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Please, you're alive and 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was...
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary is with longing.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I've had a great view.
A bitter cringe. It hurt.
You called us, DRC.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it...
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold...
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I...
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid...
Thank you for making the call, me.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a little.
Like you partied with the
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with...
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea. Men like that? I don't know. It's...
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs. She breathes a silvery sigh of relief.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth. Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore. I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part. You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one you... She may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised. I think it's safe to assume, yes, Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking. She is a lady, most in his defense. To reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truth. That is correct. And a little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her. Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her. There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All bullshit, man. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But she likes you, how it always does, through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. No. It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not? Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't know. In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually
You get the feeling she might be.
pretty much.
Warming them.
How about we, change... Yeah, I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying?
About 4 months. I came in November.
The bills downstairs concur.
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol? Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. Alright, why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. I don't know. The further we get, the more these buildings...
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. A dull thump. Somewhere inside...
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the Keza Inn are around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant. I hate it when that happens.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Something cracks inside. It is an unbelievable...
Nice.
Filling you with a belief.
Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least. Would it...
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too.
This is good. He likes it.
It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider. It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine, so everything around you is quiet. The print...
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our... Yes?
You see a heavy steel door with...
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling.
Ах, мы спустились как-то, что ли?
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic. A little.
Feels like a lot. Too much to play it again.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the... Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legends hold. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Indeed, think of them as balls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced Go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travel. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board. And although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick...
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the player.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your lucky goats. The fog looks soft. This can be navigated. The balls leave. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over. I've been wondering the same.
There goes nothing, Fingerball. This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines to and from the upstairs workshop. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency.
Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
Lift.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hardest bang. At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before...
You see a heavy...
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
A whore, huh? A lot of that going around lately. From the mouths of distressed men. Whatever the case.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify...
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his...
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Listen, she wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus, goddamn, no one tells you to put...
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this...
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice. Frankly, someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We show it to him, see? What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me these soldier of the apocalypse.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters. A mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
What's on it? We call it the Dorgun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you, a cop?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't let...
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that. We have machines. We're in logistics.
Understood? You've listened in on the...
Since way before their chief started.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, right?
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those...
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it.
О, кстати.
Hello, hello. What can I do for you?
Put your hands where I can see them.
On je проигрываешь?
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect alert! Get up!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon. You're making it worse, officer.
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key! Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed! No! Oh no. No. I thought Mr. Moran... Gareth! Aggravated assault! Man down! Over!
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
License and registration! License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector! Sector! Azima!
It's not a code, just this. She's losing it. One twitch and there would be blood.
It's the goddamn police, shitbag! Have the...
She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer. A lower-ranking police officer.
What?
With a swift, poorly coordinated move, the woman slams the megaphone against...
Officer compromised! Unlawful impersonation!
Okay, she's actually more agitated now. My bad. She's frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough. If not, the lieutenant's got her in his sight.
Suicide by cop! Split-second decision! Eat lead, scumbag!
God, I almost blew her head off.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated. Grab the gun right now. This might be your only chance.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would...
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I don't think she actually... You're right, of course. This could have been very bad. I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, we could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Okay, that settles it. I'll contact my station after we wrap it up for the day. They can contact the sanitarium, but I think we're done here for now.
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM. She doesn't even flinch as you...
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours. The lieutenant nods. The old woman doesn't react to... Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. Sheathe your sidearm, officer, a serious law official.
Yes? Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I...
10-4, come in. Fireworker. 10-4, sir. Roger that. And very glad to hear it. I will make Raven. Roger that. 10...
It's getting late, and it's snowing. Time.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the
It's getting late, and it's snowing. Time. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small... Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves. Stop, for crying out loud. You're gonna cut your own. There's no way to salvage this. Your hand refuses to move another millimeter. A small trickle of blood runs down your cheek. The water reflects. You'll be looking like a pansy without.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Oh yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
What? Funny sailor jokes. Sorry if I'm not laughing out loud, but the comment...
Great. Now you're... It's okay. She just hasn't figured out how these things work between the sexes. Keep at it. She'll come. It's getting late. The bed is comforting. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that love.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Right.
Behold, there are millions of them down there.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. You can never forget this shit.
It's not possible anymore. It's stuck.
You're the son of the world again. Harristar. A ceaseless agent.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. 'Cause only love can break. Beep, beep, beep! The alarm is ringing, Harry! The disco's...
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. On the table, you see a bowl of water. On the table, you...
Yes?